My name is Crystal. I own a luxury travel agency called Wanderlust Jetsetter, and after spending 5 years living in the Caribbean island of Aruba, my husband and I relocated to Miami. We love spending time with our dogs, but we spend a lot of our time traveling the world. Follow along my entrepreneurial journey for luxe travel content and more. This life I built at one time was just a dream, but welcome to my reality. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Vail, Colorado. If you are planning a trip to Vail, make sure to reach out to us at Wanderlust Jetsetter and we will book it from start to finish for you. We are at the Park Hyatt Beaver Creek, going to the Real Oxford Suite Room 3001, an expansive 1,760 square foot suite offering a large outdoor terrace overlooking the Beaver Creek Mountains. Spacious living area, dining room table for up to 8 guests, a wet bar, refrigerator, and of course bedrooms off to the side. There's an electric fireplace, and this is just a great space for a group or a family. And here is a peek at the standard rooms. We have a standard queen, and the next one's going to be the standard king, just to give you an idea of what these rooms look like. Views do vary, so there is a village view room, which is a little bit more than your standard view, but in general, most of the rooms sort of look the same. The first thing we had to do was go hit the Exhale Spa. They have a great spa and resort property. Definitely make sure to check it out and stay tuned towards the end of the video. We're going to do our ski and snowboarding lessons and talk to you guys about how convenient it is to do these from this resort. Just a full overview here, including the restaurants and more, so stay tuned. Also, subscribe to our channel because we are going to 3 other resorts while we're here in Vail, so we're giving you a full scope of a lot of different options. Okay, we're out here in Beaver Creek at the Park Hyatt. Look at this view. Insane. Ski in, ski out. Got these cutie little fire pits. We're gonna go in the bar right now. What do you think of Beaver Creek in Colorado so far? This is like an ice skating rink over here, I think. It's literally where you can get on to go up the gondola. So convenient. We got our martinis with this view. There's live music inside right now. The bar is popping. But to be honest, I've had like a little bit of a, I don't know, not hectic travel day. It's just like I'm tired. I don't know what's going on. And kind of happy to just be out here with the view, with the fire. You have something to say? You have something to say? Grooming the trails. So cool. Just turn the light down so you guys could see 5 of them. We're gonna be up there tomorrow. We're gonna go head to dinner here at the restaurant that's on property, so I'll show you guys some there. Right now we're watching the trails get groomed. In our brains, it's already 8:30 at night because of the time change. This has been the most not the most exhausting, let me not get dramatic. That one time we flew to the Maldives was pretty freaking exhausting. But I don't know, maybe it's because we haven't traveled in 2 months, a while. I feel like out of it, like extra tired, and also the altitude. They say the altitude can do a lot. Like dehydrated, for sure dehydrated. We stopped at Wendy's and got the biggest fountain Powerade that changed my life. Highly recommend, it's the best Powerade I ever had. But also the altitude can like make you tired and stuff. So we're gonna definitely go to sleep early tonight because tomorrow we have a big day. We're doing our skiing and snowboarding lessons. We have to go get fitted in the morning for gear because we don't have our own skis and snowboards because we ain't skiers and snowboarders yet. And then I have meetings. Our friends Laura and Ray get here. We're moving hotels. It's a lot, guys. It's a lot. But I'm not complaining because this is my job. I get to do this. It's amazing. Here is the bar at 1818. All right, this popover thing, we were like not so sure what it is. So freaking good. All right, so update, Mike is in a bad mood because he's tired. He's a little baby.
Pizza Hut.
He's like, doesn't want this fancy food. The whole altitude thing For those of you that don't know, something called altitude sickness. I'm not sick, but I am so severely dehydrated. I've had 1.5 drinks. I feel like I've had 3, which is interesting because I could drink like a, I don't even know what, on an Emirates A380, just saying. But I guess like the altitude maybe doesn't affect you as much in a compressed plane, I guess. I gotta look that up, fact check. I'm chugging water like a madman. And yeah, so we're gonna go to bed soon. And okay, so our protein-filled dinner, fries, Brussels, cream spinach. Going to bed. Here's why 5-star hotels are amazing. That's a white noise machine. Requested it before we got here. They had it in the room ready. Turned on service. All of the above. See you in the morning. I got some chia omelet, potatoes, lattes. So we have an egg station over here, all this food over here. Breakfast was awesome. Showed you guys the buffet quickly. It's always hard to film that stuff when there's people around. Now we're gonna go get fitted for our gear, and then we have like maybe 2 hours. What time is it? No, not even, like an hour and a half until we have to leave for our lessons. Literally a whole ass village. Okay, so update, there's a mini arcade. Turns out you can enter the ski shop right from the Hyatt, so you don't have to go out in the cold.
The ski boots. The ski boots are tied.
There goes Crystal.
I'm in the gondola on the way down. I'm literally winded. I did 2 hours of skiing lessons. They were like, you should upgrade to a full day. I work out, and this is not easy. I am so exhausted right now, but the real reason I can't extend is because I have to rush over to the Ritz. I have a meeting there, and then I have another meeting at the next hotel we're going to, the Grand Hyatt Vale, so I'm just go. But I totally got the hang of it at the end. Of course, we were on like the bunny slope, so it's not like I did anything crazy, but I got the hang of the basics, braking, turning, things like that. So I'd love to do it again, you know, and actually go down like a little hill and of course, do more from there. Look at this view. The boots are so uncomfortable. I honestly think, like, I hear they're always uncomfortable, but I think they're like especially uncomfortable for me because I have like a wide foot and I had a really hard time getting into the boot, and they were like, that's your size. So that's sort of part of it too. I'm like, I cannot be in these boots any longer. So in the future, I'd probably get custom boots if I was doing this a little more regularly. I don't understand how people do this for like 7 straight days. Burn so many freaking calories. Oh my gosh. Well, Mike did snowboarding lessons, so I'll recoup with him and see how it went. But I saw him briefly in the middle of ours because we like crossed paths, and he said he's doing really good. So maybe he's gonna go again another day. But yeah, we rented the equipment right out of the hotel, super convenient. Lessons, you meet like right outside of the hotel. The gondola's right outside, like everything is right outside the hotel. It's a perfect area, honestly. So the location, you cannot beat it. It's so cool. Overall, the experience here at the park Hyatt Beaver Creek has been amazing. Can't wait to try skiing again. But for now, let's get these boots off and let's get some Powerade because we are dehydrated, and let's get on the road. Today we are leaving the park Hyatt Beaver Creek. Very great location, like I said before, nice experience, everything was good. Only thing I found a little silly, they do have like ski rentals like right on property, which is awesome. And they have a ski valet, so they'll drop off your boots and your ski or snowboard, whatever. But then like they don't do the same thing with the helmet, which I found like super inconvenient, because although it's on property, the hotel's very big and it's like down all these stairs and like not convenient at all. So it took like an extra probably like 15 minutes to like drop off the helmet. And I just found that a little funny because everything's tagged. So you would think like just drop off everything at the ski valet and keep it all together, right? So that was a little weird, but other than that, that's my only complaint, which I know is a first world problem. I'm really surprised that I had got the skiing towards the end. I honestly can't imagine having done that for a full day. My feet were killing me. My legs obviously were sore, but like I could have done it from like a leg physical standpoint, but my feet and the boots were unwell. So we'll see you guys next time at the Ritz-Carlton is the next video coming up. A trip to Colorado with Wanderlust Jetsetter next winter.